What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today guys, we're going to be deep diving into what we know so far about the 60th anniversary and David Tennant's 14th Doctor. Now I've seen a lot of misinformation flowing around about this Doctor Who incarnation, this new Doctor Who, and yes, it is a new Doctor Who. So I thought maybe I should do a video compiling a lot of the information, if not all of the information we know so far about the 14th Doctor and his role in the 60th anniversary specials. It was speculated beforehand, but with the trailer releasing the episode titles, it has been confirmed that yes, the 60th anniversary will be a three-parter. The first special will be called The Star Beast, Special 2 will be called Wild Blue Yonder, and Special 3 will be called The Giggle. Now all we know so far about these episodes is that The Star Beast shares the same name as a comic strip from 1980, which also happens to be the introduction of the fan favourite character Beep the Meep, who has appeared many times in a lot of the EU, such as comics and Big Finish and books. Actually, I don't know if he was in Big Finish. Was he? I don't even remember. I'm not the biggest Beep the Meep fan, but he is coming back. Yes, Beep the Meep is confirmed and even shown in the trailers, as well as his adversaries that appeared in the Star Beast comic. Now, whether or not the Star Beast episode will be an adaptation of the comic, or if they just share the same name, or if the stories are even connected in any way, or if the Doctor will recognize Beep the Meep, none of this stuff is known. And I will assume that it has no connection to the comic story whatsoever, because expecting audiences to know this stuff, especially casual audiences, I feel like that would be the wrong move. Presumably all of the trailer footage shown has been for the first episode, but in all truthfulness we don't know, and a lot of this footage could be spread out from all three stories, or maybe just from two. As I said, we don't know. A lot of the footage that was released was filmed in Camden Lock. This was a couple of months ago now, but a lot of the footage has been shown. Initially when this was being filmed, people thought that this was for a Christmas special. Now, rumours of a Christmas special post the 60th anniversary have been going around. I don't know if these are true. It would be great if these were true, you know, it'd be great, it'd be cool, you know, more Doctor Who content, I'm always pro that, but I wouldn't hold your breath. I will assume that these three episodes will release week after week. Now, I don't know if the first one will air on the 23rd or if the final one will air on the 23rd, but I would hope that in the coming months, maybe the coming weeks, guys, that would be cool. We could get a release date just so we know what to look forward to. Character-wise, David Tennant is confirmed to be playing a totally new incarnation, the 14th Doctor, not the 10th Doctor again, as some people thought he would. The 14th Doctor is said to be an entirely new character, an entirely new personality, an entirely new incarnation of the Doctor. But from what we've seen in the trailers with him saying Alonzi and talking in the same accent and with the same mannerisms, I think it's fair to say that he will be very similar to the 10th Doctor. Talking of similar, we have returning from the past Catherine Tate playing Donna Noble. Last seen in The End of Time Part 2, where she had her whole memory erased. This doesn't seem to be as big an issue now, which is cool. Also reappearing is Donna's husband from that episode, Wilf, who Bernard Cribbins sadly passed away, so I will imagine that these episodes will be in memory of him, and Sylvia, who is Donna's mom. Apparently a lot of people are really excited for this character's return. I don't know if you guys remember, but she was a massive asshole and very mean to her daughter. But you know, in Journey's End, the Doctor had a talk to her, and she seemed to be doing a bit better in End of Time Part 2, so who knows, maybe she softened out and became actually nice in the years since then. But that's not all, because there is a new member of the Noble family. Jasmine Finlay is playing Rose, this new character who is Donna's daughter and not the Rose that we know. Russell T Davies confirmed that the name is a total misdirect, so there is no connection between the two unless he is lying. The main villain for the 60th anniversary appears to be Neil Patrick Harris's character, whose name has not been released, but there has been much fan speculation online to their true identity. In the trailer for the 60th anniversary, at the very end there is a laughing sound effect which people have speculated to be Neil Patrick Harris's villain's character's laugh, and with the final special being called The Giggle, I guess we can expect him to be in it. Groundbreaking stuff there. The main contenders for who he is of course the Master, who I don't think it is, just for the record guys. The Celestial Toymaker, who is a character from the 60s episode The Celestial Toymaker, and he also showed up in Big Finish. The Rani, you know, it could always be the Rani. I don't think it's the Rani, guys. Some people think it's Omega because this is an anniversary special and he's usually the villain in those. I don't think it's him either, unless he is turned into an entirely new character. And some people have speculated that he has something to do with the Land of Fiction, a construct featured in the 1969 episode The Mind Robber, which I could do a whole video on entirely, but you know, we move. The evidence for this is seemingly Neil Patrick Harris's character's obsession with worldwide premiere, a show, theatre, stuff like that, as well as the more nonsensical, inexplicable elements shown, such as the 14th Doctor himself. His existence is a mystery, but also this random motorcyclist seems a bit strange. But overall, the villain's identity is a complete mystery. If I had to bet money on it, I would lean more towards the Celestial Toymaker and Land of Fiction theories, but in good conscience, I cannot tell you either way. Those are just the fan consensus right now. But that's not all we know about the 14th Doctor or the 60th anniversary. As shown in the first 60th anniversary trailer, Ncuti Gatwa's 15th Doctor is featured in the specials. However, this background that you see him in is confirmed to be fake. This is a green screen and has had a placeholder to conceal a spoiler on where he could be. Now, some people are thinking that he is at the Edge, a concept which was created for Power of the Doctor, the previous episode of Doctor Who, the latest one that just came out. This is likely. If you've watched the episode, you will know how that works. He could be speaking to the previous Doctors. I personally think against it because I would assume that Chris Chibnall and Russell T Davies did not confer on the scripts ahead of time, and from what I remember, Russell T Davies finished all of his scripts and started already working on the next series before Power of the Doctor even aired. So this place being the Edge is, in my opinion, not the most likely. But I think the main point that I want to make clear in this video to new viewers, casual watchers, you know, people who came back to Doctor Who after seeing that David Tennant was back, this is not a degeneration or the same character that was on screen almost 15 years ago. This is not the 10th Doctor. This is not a returning incarnation of the Doctor. This is a new incarnation, or at least that is what we have been told. That is what Russell T Davies has been sure to make clear. Unless he's pulling a fast one on us, I want to take him at his word. But yes, there is still more, because while the 60th anniversaries have yet to air, the 14th Doctor has technically already had his first adventure. And I'm not talking about showing up at Red Nose Day, even though that was pretty nice. No, I'm actually talking about the DWM exclusive comic Liberation of the Daleks, an episode which begins hot off the heels of the end of Power of the Doctor, literally starting where that episode left off, showing the immediate aftermath of the Doctor, the new 14th Doctor, going to see the World Cup and encountering, well, you guys guessed it, it's the Daleks. It's a very fast-paced, almost nonsensical story, but you know, it technically is new 14th Doctor content. And before people come at me and say, oh, it's not canon, etc, etc, the DWM comic strips have never been explicitly stated to be non-canon. In fact, nothing in Doctor Who has ever been said to be not canon, apart from, I guess, the Lost Stories? Some fun facts about this story. This is the first DWM comic strip to feature the Daleks in 20 years. And also, it's the first one to ever serve as a post-regeneration story. So I guess we can assume that the 60th anniversary has a time jump? Or maybe it just completely ignores this. That would be a shame. Anyway, I would actually recommend checking this one out. If not for the historic factor, it's actually pretty cool. I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10. That's good enough for me. But yes, so far that is all of the information that we know so far about the 14th Doctor and the 60th anniversaries. I may have missed some stuff, but I'm actually holding back because I want to make an even more in-depth video on the 15th Doctor and what we know so far about him and his episodes and the future content coming up. Because, spoiler alert, surprisingly, we actually know a lot more about that than we do about the 60th. But anyway, that's all from me for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned some new information. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, why didn't you do the same thing? Come on, man, I'm struggling over here. I'll get to work on that next video right away, and I will see you in the next one.